When it comes to 17, he had a big game against you guys last year. What do they do to try to hide him or get him open? How do they use his talents?
They put him all over the field. I mean, he's their utility guy, so you know, a lot of receivers kind of stay, like some receivers stay on the field side, some receivers stay on the boundary side. They'll put them to the boundary, they'll put them to the field, we'll give them toss. They do whatever they can to get the ball in his hands.
How big of a challenge is he, I guess, compared to some of the other guys you've faced over the years?
He's a great player. You know, he's definitely their go-to guy. So we definitely have some stuff that we want to do to make sure that we get him covered up. He certainly stands out on the field, so we'll be prepared for him.
What's it like being the quote-unquote old man back there?
Oh man,
I know that's what they call you.
yeah.
But do you find yourself sort of taking more responsibility maybe than in previous seasons?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy it. You know, my role on the team as an older guy. I mean, they expect me to come to work every day and be able to give something to the guys, and you know, I try to focus on that every day. They expect me to be ready for practice, and they expect me to be ready for the games, and you know, I try to take my role and run with it. You know what I mean? You know, it's my last year, so you know, I'm definitely trying to play my best football and give everything I have to the team. So it's good. I enjoy the role. I embrace it.
Something when Avante was graduating, you knew that would be there, and you were willing, you wanted to take that?
Yeah. And you know, being voted captain last year, I kind of started to kind of try to assume that leadership role, and Avante definitely helped me out. You know, I seen him go through it as a senior, and you know, I definitely try to follow in his footsteps. I thought he was a great leader. You know, he was a great leader because he loved the guys so much, and so I try to give all I got, you know, to the guys. So.
Tim was telling us, Salem was telling us last week that you only have so many Saturdays. Is that something that's really in your head right now, especially your senior year?
Yeah, we talk about it with the guys all the time. I mean, you know, we only get 12 opportunities. We work all year just to play on Saturday. We get 12 guaranteed. So every game, you know, I've been trying to take a mental picture, soak it in. You know, like I said, give it all I got, but really, you know, just kind of remember it because it is a special, you know, time being in my senior year.
Football leadership is one thing, but being the married guy on the team, do you give any relationship tips?
I give a lot of relationship tips. It's funny, man. We had the senior talks, and half my talk was about my wife. And it's, you would expect it because I mean we're in college, and a lot of guys, you know, have girlfriends and stuff, so that comes up often. So I try to do whatever I can. I'm definitely not perfect, but
what's your number one pointer for him usually?
Number one pointer is to serve your girlfriend or serve your wife. Don't look for what she can do for you. Try to do all you can do for her.
Are you going to do a column in the Pitt News?
Don't call me.
Does she bring some balance to your life though too? When you deal with all this stuff, you have somebody you can talk to.
Yeah, no doubt. My coaches make fun of me because they say I live a different lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm going home to her, and whenever I'm getting food from the cafeteria, I'm usually grabbing another plate for her. But she definitely brings balance. She's helped me to mature a lot because, you know, my whole day has purpose to it. You know, I got to make sure that my work is done on time, and football stuff is handled, you know, so that I can have a little bit of time with her. You know what I mean? Because it's all about a balance. You know, some guys just have a different balance. They got school and football. I got school, football, and my wife. You know what I mean? So it's just about keeping things in balance.
Is it a topic of conversation in the locker room, the fact you guys have never beaten North Carolina since you joined the ACC?
Yep, that's definitely been part of the conversation this week. Every week, there's kind of something that motivates us, you know, going into the game, and that's definitely been a part of the conversation.
What are the guys saying?
You know, it's just important. It's just important to us. You know what I mean? If you haven't beat a team in 5 years, obviously, you know, that's going to be a part of your motivation going into the game. So we're not harping on that. You know, we're trying to, you know, go into the game and play our best ball. We know that most of the time, you know, we're competing against ourselves, but we certainly are aware of the fact that we haven't beaten them in a while.
Is there one of those losses, Dennis, that kind of stands out more than others? Those, you know, I guess not particularly hurtful, but one that you sort of look back on and have a sense of, man, that one really got away.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it stands out more than others, but it's definitely its own thing. You know what I mean? I think every loss, every game for that matter, doesn't stand out from the other game, but every game is individualized because there's a history with each team. So, you know, every game is its own entity, and we try to treat it like that and focus on the things we need to focus on for this week.
During the flow of the game, you probably didn't notice, but by the last game, you finally got the all-Whitfield secondary out there with Paris getting out of corner and Dane. But we talked preseason about that. Was that something, you know, did you guys even know that at one point it was all local kids out there?
Heck no, we didn't notice it. You never know. Sometimes it's just like somebody run on the field and give them a call. I don't even know who's out there sometimes. You know what I mean? But that is cool that, you know, the guys are out there.
being former teammates with him, Des, I was curious when you guys found out about Alex Officer's medical diagnosis.
I found out this morning.
Really?
I found out this morning. I wasn't aware. And it definitely shocked me. The coach talked about it in the morning. So, we're keeping him in prayer and hoping the best for him. Knowing that he has a lot of support from us, man. All we can do is, keep him in prayer and hope the best for him, help him however we can. I wasn't aware of it before today, so.
What did Coach say to you guys, and what's sort of the conversation among the team been like? And I don't know, are you guys planning anything in particular for him?
Not that I'm aware of. Always said to us, this is a family here, so anytime one of our brothers is down or has something going on, Coach shares it with us. So he told us, the facts that he knew, about Alex's need, and just he stood up in front of the team and told us, and we took it in, thought about it for a second, and then we had to move on to our meetings. But that'll definitely be in the back of our minds moving forward, making sure that doing whatever we can to think about and help Alex, however we can.